Say what? Rise and Grind Morning Show up in here early. Cardi B is here with us, the star of Love and Hip Hop New York. Girl, so happy to have you here. I'm excited. I'm a fan.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
So I'm excited that you're actually here in Philly. You know, you're actually touring. You're moving around. My homegirl, Nina Nine, is out in LA.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and you was out there, you know, with her. Yeah, you was under the gun with Nina Nine. So you're moving, man. I'm really proud of you, man. You're like making moves while the show is airing.
Well, thank you. Yeah. You know, I've been making moves already for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be surprised what social media will do for you.
Right.
But like now it's just more extra and there's more music involved and whatever.
Mm-hmm. You out here getting that shmoney.
Yeah.
Where'd you come up with that word?
That shmoney?
Yeah. You just
shmoney.
Shmoney. You just came up with it one day?
I guess so. I don't know. Like, I think it's something that is used a lot in New York City.
Yeah, shmoney now.
Yeah, like
I'm from I've been working here in Philly for 4 years, so I'm from North Jersey.
Okay.
So you know, like I didn't even know, like, you know how Self be making up Gwinnett.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know if that was something that's just like was made up one day, shmoney. You know.
I don't. You know what? I've been making a lot of words because a lot of words I be saying, people be like, "That's not a word." I be like, "Well, I'm still going to use it."
Right? It's a word today.
Yeah.
So where are you from? Like, are you Spanish? Like, where you from?
I'm from the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
I was born and raised in New York,
Mm-hmm.
but my parents, they Caribbean and whatever. Like, you know, my mom is Trinidadian, my dad is Dominican.
Okay. All right. It's Dominican. You got a little Dominican in you. I see you.
Yeah.
You got brothers and sisters. What's the story there?
I got 8 siblings, but like me and my little sister, we got the same mom and dad, and the rest is just we only got the same dad.
Your dad was out there moving, huh?
Yeah, he was moving. Okay.
You got kids or anything like that? No kids.
No.
You're 23, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you making moves right now. You're 23. You're on one of the biggest reality shows. You travel in the country, you know, trying to get your music out there. You in a great place right now, man.
Yeah, I gotta thank God. I can't even believe in myself, you know?
Yeah. You know, a lot of people watch the show because of you. How does that make you feel?
It make me feel like sometimes I can't believe it. I know a lot of people see my Instagram. Well, now I know that a lot of people see my Instagram because you know, now they got the views.
Right.
And, you know, I always had
Right.
a good following. But, like, for people to really, like, take their time to go to see me on TV, it's like, oh, I'm here to see the show because of you. It's like, well, thank you.
Right.
Thank you,
Some people are like, if you're not on the show, it's boring, you know? I've heard people say that, you know?
Maybe because to me, I feel like, you know, I already knew who was the cast members. And I already knew like a little drama that was going on the show. So to me, like, it's not even as boring because I'm curious myself. Like, ooh, I wonder what's happening next with their beef. I know it was my beef, but I want to know what's their beef.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, whatever.
I was trolling on your Instagram and I saw something that you put up saying like you learn how to strip on the subway or something like that, like on the pole. Is that a real thing? Did that really happen?
Oh yeah. I used to work in 42nd Street downtown, so you know, like going from downtown to the Bronx, the cab fare is like $40.
Yeah.
And I just didn't feel like spending $40. Like, why not spend $2
on the train,
and 25 cents to go
on the metro,
on the train at home? And sometimes, like I said, like stripping is a gamble. It's not every day. Every day you don't make money. So it was just like I couldn't really sometimes afford to take the cab. So, like, you know, I was taking the 3 train. The 3 train usually be empty. And I was just, why not
practice
here when nobody could see me? And that's what I did.
It's hilarious. You never got caught? No one ever walked in like,
Yeah, I mean, of course, people get thing, but it's like,
whatever. It's New York. Yeah. There's a bum over there, like, sleeping.
Over there, like sometimes they didn't even pay me attention. Like,
yeah. So you worked on 42nd Street, and sometimes you ain't make money. I know, like, sometimes people think when you're a stripper, you have all this money. Why do you think that is?
I mean, I don't know why. Like, cause sometimes you could make $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 in one day, and sometimes you just don't. And then on top of that, I worked in 42nd Street, right? Over there, you have to have the gift of gab. Like it's hard. Like sometimes, and on top of that, like there's a lot of white men that go in there. They want to be with white women, and I'm clearly not white,
right?
And sometimes it's hard for me to find a conversation with a man who's a doctor. I was 18 turning 19.
Yeah,
it's hard for me to talk to these men and alert these men to spend money on me. So
what made you get into that? Because I was doing my research, you went to school and stuff like that too, right? What made you get into stripping?
Even before I was dancing, I had to quit school because I had a day job. And my day job, they wasn't paying me much. Like, I was getting $200 a week, and I needed that job. Like, I was living with my first boyfriend. My first boyfriend was broke himself, so it was just like I had to feed my own self. And day job and school, it wasn't working out. I ended up failing. Like, even before I failed, I was like, let me just quit so I won't have to pay these motherfuckers back. And I got fired from that day job. Like, I really got fired from that day job. And the manager, I was like losing my mind, and I was tearing. And he was like, he was Turkish, and he was like, you got a nice body. Look at you. You're very pretty. Why don't you go across the street? I know the manager there. Like, they're going to take you. And I was like, really? And I went across the street, and like what I made in a week, I really made it in a few hours.
Wow. Like, and then you were just like, let me just stay here.
Yeah, let me just stay here. It was kind of hard at first because my boyfriend at the time, he was like, I really hate that you're doing it, but it's like, it is what it is. We got to eat. And then on top of that, I felt a little bit disgusted. Like, I had to take, downtown you wear gowns. So it's like, I felt really weird taking off my gown and then showing my breasts and dancing on a thong with men. And it's like, in the back of your head, you got your parents, and it's like, damn, I wonder how my parents, my mom will feel. Like, they'll probably feel disgusted. And so I was like 20 and a half. Like, none of my family members knew.
And when they found out, like, what was their reaction?
My mom, she was so mad. Like, I was like, I don't know how I would sit my mom down and tell her. So the best opportunity was, like, I had an argument with her. We was going back and forth, and I was like, well, guess what? Like, you kicked me out, and that's why I'm a stripper. And she was like, yeah. Like,
bang! Did she
smiling,
punch
like,
you in the face?
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah. And then it's all right. And then I'm leaving out the house, and she pushed me down the staircase.
Yeah, my mom would whoop my ass. So I was, that boyfriend that you're talking about, you guys were like in a domestic situation, like a domestic abuse situation, right?
Yeah. And you know what? Like, this is why after that relationship, I always watch myself with every guy I get into a relationship with, because he never used to hit me. I always used to hit him. And like, they will hit you slightly. But it was like I was never living with him. But when I moved in with him, now every little thing, like, you hitting me now, like, for everything. And it's like sometimes I feel like, damn, I feel like I made him like that. I made him like that. But I feel like a woman shouldn't feel like, damn, I made him like that, blah, blah, blah. That's why I be saying, like, it really do go both ways. And it is what it is. Sometimes I was like, yo, I can't even.
I mean, we always have this conversation about, can you provoke somebody coming at you that way? You can hit somebody all day, but he should have enough respect for you to not put his hands on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why now that I'm older, I feel that way. Like,
yeah, but back then you thought that you did it right.
Like, that's no excuse. Like, that's no excuse. But I feel like I made him more that way. Maybe he wouldn't did it as much if I didn't used to, like, throw him bottles or.
Damn, you was going in. Ciroc?
Nah, I don't even think Ciroc was popping at that time. Like, Henny was like, I know I.
Yeah, you even Henny bottle. Crazy, yo. So now you're in a relationship with a guy that's in jail right now, right? Are you really gonna marry him? Is that still happening?
No, I'm not gonna marry his ass.
Okay,
I'm gonna be with him. I love him, but it's like, to me, like, it was just like, a marriage is just papers. You want to get divorced, it's a divorce. Bam, right there. I ain't know that, like, there's laws with that. I ain't know that, like, if we get divorced, I gotta give him half my money.
Yes, girl. If you don't get a prenup, he get half.
And then it's like, I don't feel like if I am gonna marry somebody, I don't feel like it's like, here, sign this prenup,
right,
or a man should give me a prenup. Like, I feel like that's not love, that's business. We're doing business. You sign contracts with people that you're doing business with. So it's like, now I feel like marriage is just not as genuine as it seems. Having a kid seems more genuine than marriage now. So it's like, this don't really represent love. Like,
so you think when people get married, they shouldn't give other people prenups?
It's kind of hard for me to say like no, because you don't know if somebody's getting married with you for the right or wrong reason.
Right.
Now I just feel like, damn, people shouldn't just get married at all, because it doesn't even seem that it's about love anymore. Like, it's about what? Like, money.
Yeah, shmoney.
Money. Like, it's like, if I'm telling you to take a prenup, like, that's a business. Like, why am I making a business move with somebody I love? Like, it don't work that way.
Let me ask you this, with your man, I feel like he's real old school. He wants you to stay home, be with the kids, not have a job. Is that going to work with your lifestyle now and who you are? Like, you're a star now.
I be thinking about the same thing too. Like, I be thinking about the same thing. Like, damn, how he's going to adjust. He's very jealous and he's really aggressive. So it's just like, damn. Like, sometimes, you know, people, when I host, like, you know, everybody be trying to kind of flirt with you, or
right,
people are just a little bit over too friendly. People be grabbing me, and it's just like, I wonder how he gonna feel. Like, damn, can he even go to one of my hosting events? Like,
right,
little things I think of, but it's like, damn, I do love him. Let's just see how it works out when he gets home.
Right.